responsibilities as a student of University of Ghana, Legon. There are beautiful facilities you can take advantage of. This is University of Ghana. There are sporting activities that students can engage in and develop other talents whilst you study. So I will encourage all of you to participate as much as possible. You can see some of our past students that are having fun whilst they also win trophies for the university. So there's volleyball, there's football, there's also hall weeks scattered across all the halls, including the private hostels. But let me say this, because of COVID-19, we have put in certain measures to protect you and I and everyone. So you would observe that during your time, in your first year, there wouldn't be a lot of hall weeks. With the exception of GRASAC and SRC, there will be no hall week. But there will be other activities for you to actually enjoy your life on campus, coming from various student groups, department level, school level, hall level, and the main SRC and GRASAC. So take advantage of that. And the whole week, there are so many things that you can participate in the subsequent years, as I said. So whilst we talk about all of this, you can see the pictures that I'm showing you, the pictures that were taken before COVID interrupted our lives. But during your time, we all have to be in face mask. We have to observe the social protocols and health protocols and ensure that our safety is not compromised. I am not wearing one because I'm practically not interacting physically with anyone. But when you are coming and in all your stay, as long as COVID hasn't been resolved, I would encourage you all to observe the health protocols. That is very, very important. So there's also the Careers and Counseling Center that offers services to students. You can take advantage of that. You will be wondering, where is our office? This is our office. The cars are not for us. It's just for the beauty of the office. So you can walk in at any time during working hours largely, but our contact numbers are open for you all to call, access, email, WhatsApp, and all of that. So our doors are open every now and then. It's important. You will see some staff from the office. Some of them have left, including the past dean, and new people you will come and meet. But it's a very lively office. The interaction is very great. You would enjoy it. Who is a student? So there is also the financial aid office for people who are very vulnerable, largely who are below the societal poverty line. The university has a package for you, and very soon announcements and notices will be given so that you can access this financial arrangement to help cushion the financial burden on you. There is also the office of students with special needs, so no one is left out. University of Ghana believes in inclusivity. So there's a whole office with staff who are dedicated to ensure that regardless of one's ability and challenge, we are able to carry everybody along. We have the Legon Botanical Garden where you can also relax and all of that. Some will require that you pay something. It's very beautiful. I pray that when we go to live in good shape for others to also come and use. I have never used this one before, but you will give it a try. Okay. There are learning facilities, libraries. We have our main library, but these days a library is not restricted to a physical edifice. We have e-library, we have libraries in the various halls, schools, departments that you can take advantage of. We've done all of this to ensure that your stay here on campus is much more beneficial, lasting and enduring for all of us. So I'll move straight to the regulations. As said, being a university student is a special privilege that comes along with responsibility to ensure that we all coexist in a more user-friendly way. I would encourage all of you to read the handbook, read the regulations. The starting point to enjoy your life at University of Ghana, Legon is the handbook, is the regulation, and the end of it is also the handbook and the regulations. So I would refer you time and time and again to the university handbook and the regulations, and I would encourage all of you to take time off and study the regulations. It's good for you, it's good for me, it's good for all of us. You, when you are registered and you become a duly registered student of University of Ghana, you are a junior member. You are a member of the university. What it means is that you are an important stakeholder in the governance and the future of this university. That brings some responsibilities, that brings some privileges, that brings some obligations. So a student that is enrolled at University of Ghana, whether main campus, distance or city campus, you are considered a junior member. And this is regulated by the university's own regulations consistent with the statutes as well. So there are certain things that are allowed, there are certain things that are not allowed. And it's important that you familiarize yourself with the regulations so that you know very well how you can maneuver your way through the university system without being found wanting when it comes to the application of the law or the regulation. So that is very important. These regulations are made from time to time by the university's academic board. And in addition to the main regulations, the different halls and hostels have their own regulations as well. In addition, schools, colleges, departments also have different regulations and rules. I would encourage that you familiarize yourself with all of this, particularly when it comes to examinations. There are regulations governing our examinations. When to appear at the examination center, what you must carry. You must always carry your ID card wherever you go, particularly during the examinations. That is very important. Don't go to the exam center late. I know as a first time at the University of Ghana, you may not know, but the ignorance of the law is not a valid excuse. When you go contrary to the regulations, it will be applied. We have seen time and again students who carry mobile phones to the examination center, who show up at the examination center very late, who go to the examination center with foreign materials with the hope of going to copy. We know that for a good number of you, your free elective is to copy, but please, at University of Ghana, there is no room for copying. We are not training students who will become specialists in copying. No, not at all. We'll be very grateful that during your time, we would actually not have invigilators all over, because you would have pledged yourself not to copy from foreign materials from one another. The university could actually save millions of cedis with just this single act. But let's work together to ensure there are clear rules when it comes to noise making. After 10 p.m., no noise. You can't bring visitors to your room in the halls just like that. No, it is not allowed, particularly after midnight. Most doors will be closed. So make sure that you understand the rules as it pertains to your hall, and then the school, and then the main university as well. We do not prevent students from demonstrating or embarking on demonstration or mass gathering, but there are procedures you have to follow for procession, for mass gathering, and all of that. Make sure that any action that you intend to take whilst you are here is consistent with what the rules permit. That way, we all can offer the maximum protection and create the necessary environment to ensure that whilst we train you academically, you also develop other critical skills and all of that. We are in the digital age. It's important that you sharpen your digital skills to be able to participate in the approach that the university is going to adopt. Whilst we are that, I encourage you to take your personal security seriously. Don't walk anyhow, particularly during odd hours alone. Not be able to guarantee safety and time. So as much as possible, I would encourage you to also take your own personal safety seriously. To conclude, I'm here for a purpose, and that purpose is to acquire a degree for a diploma, some degree-based